So one of the most common, most irritating comments that I get on this channel is, why don't you make more skits? Where are the skits? Why aren't you making more skits? Oh man, this channel is dead. Why aren't you making more skits? Here's the short answer so the rest of you don't have to watch this video, because I don't fucking want to. But let's actually dig into it. First off, I think a lot of people have this misunderstanding that I put my self-worth or value into how many views I get, how many subscribers I have, whatever. I don't care. This was all a weird, happy accident. Like, I'm very grateful that there are people who enjoy watching the videos that I make, but this was not something I ever set out to do. In fact, there was a time where I thought 100,000 subscribers was literally impossible. To even have anyone give a shit on YouTube, hey, that's fun. But it was never a goal or even desire of mine. For me, and for those of you who are like OG hardcore fans from the Tumblr days, you know that what I've always wanted was to get into voice acting. It's been a dream of mine since high school, and everything I've ever done online was like just how to get better at voice acting, how to get into the industry, that kind of thing. YouTube just sort of happened on accident from, you know, a very lucky set of circumstances. It's not something that is even really a passion of mine. The rule of thumb for my channel is, and always will be, I make videos I like to make. That's it. If I ever am in a spot where I'm feeling I'm forced to make videos I don't want to make, or I'm not really into, then it's time to say goodbye. I'm not at that point. I've been at times, there were moments where I was like, maybe, but then I stuck to my guns and went, you know what, instead of chasing like, oh, you know, what do people want from you? It's like, just make stuff you want to make, and, you know, people will respond to that. I think that a lot of people respond well to that. I am kind of myself on this channel, and I'm pretty genuine. I'm not putting on a show, and I'm not trying to chase trends. And it's funny because it's not even like a conscious I refuse to do skits, but it's just I want to make skits when I genuinely feel the urge to make one, and I will make one, you know, occasionally. Which is funny, I'll post a skit and the next day on the next video, why don't you make more skits? I made one fucking yesterday, you fucking idiot. There's no pleasing people unless apparently I make a skit every single day. At this moment in my life, my voiceover career, which I've always dreamed of having, has been very, very busy. And that's a great thing for me. I am booking work consistently. I am recording consistently. This is something that is very different from where I was at in 2015, 2016. Quite frankly, I just have less time because I have a lot of, you know, interests in my free time. You know, I play board games very often. I love hanging out with my friends, with my wife. I am pretty busy socially as well. So whatever time I have left for the YouTube channel, and I try to be consistent as much as I can, but I just have to dedicate to doing stuff that I want to make. There have been times in the past where I've like made a video or started a video and went, I just am not feeling it. Even though I knew if I would make the video, it would get millions of views or whatever. It's not important to me what views I get. What's important is, did I enjoy doing it? And you know, you get these snarky comments like, oh man, look at the board game reviews. Why are you doing board game reviews? They get like 10,000 views. Yeah, I know. I'm not fucking stupid. There are different sort of expectations for different types of videos. Like, I'm very stubborn. I love board games. I like making board game reviews. I know these are not going to be wildly popular. I mean, every now and then you get like a weird anomaly where some of them like jump up in views, but if a board game review gets like 10, 20k views, I'm like, that's pretty good for a board game review. And I will get really, you know, the people who do watch it really enjoy them. I get very nice comments from people in person, you know, at conventions, online, you know, just saying how much they like the board game reviews. So that's great because for me, it's one of my biggest hobbies. So I genuinely enjoy making them. If I was someone who was like, I gotta get all the views all the time, obviously I wouldn't make these videos. There's no reason to do that if that's your goal, but for me, that's not my goal. I also think it's very important to have this sort of mentality because burnout is an extremely real thing. You know, burnout occurs with lots of creators where they just are feeling creatively bankrupt, like they're just going through the motions, making stuff they don't actually want to make. I never want to feel that way. I've gotten close to that before, but I have refused to give in to the dark side. The dark side would be me being forced to make skits or whatever things I don't want to make just to get like, I don't know, views or whatever. For those of you who have been long time subscribers, there was a time where I did Goofy covers a bunch back in like 2013, 2014, and then I got sick of doing them because that's all people wanted. That's all people wanted, and then I stopped because I didn't enjoy making them anymore, and it was very tiring hearing, "Where's the goofy stuff? Make the goofy stuff, make the goofy stuff." And then it's funny, time passes, and then I started doing them again later, back when, and it was fun again, you know, for charity. And then one of the most ironic comments I saw was, "What the hell is this goofy? What, we're just doing goofy stuff now? Like, where are the board game reviews and the skits?" And I'm like, wow, if the sheer irony. Whereas back in like 2013, that's all people wanted. What I have found is people just are very, very fucking entitled. They only want you, and when I say they, I mean a small minority of the audience. I think the majority of my audience is actually pretty chill. But there's the vocal minority who comments and they're annoying, and they're so fucking entitled. And they're like, "Well, you're not making the stuff that I want. Why aren't you making the content that I want you to make? This isn't for just you fucking dingleberry. Like, this channel is for me. And if you like it too, that's great. Like, that's a win-win. But I am not your, like, content slave to make things that specifically only you want. I also try on this channel to make a variety of things, you know. Like, I'm not just doing board game reviews, I'm doing other videos that I think are fun too. I genuinely enjoy, like, trying different foods and, you know, talking about stuff that I like, or doing, like, the podcast. I try to have a mix, but of course, that's A, not some people want, and B, that's not even a smart way to run a YouTube channel. You know, really what I should be doing is sticking to one thing, like skits or something. But I don't care. I don't care about how well this channel... I'm not like, ooh, I gotta do the right YouTube strategy. Who fucking cares? All I care about is having a good time. So anyway, I guess, in summary, why don't I make skits? I don't feel like it. Will I ever make skits again? Sure, when I feel like doing it. Right now, I'm just focused on doing what I want to do, whether that's voice acting, and or what the videos I'm currently making for the channel, or whatever. If you're one of those people who's been watching and been, you know, supportive, thank you very much. And if you are one of the little annoying little gremlins who constantly complain about me not making skits, eat shit. Alright, bye everybody.